Have you ever tried to share something you love with somebody else and they just don't get it? Maybe you're super into coffee tastings or art or have a favorite band, but nobody seems to get it the way you do. Their eyes just glaze over the longer you talk. Now, if you think about it, something very interesting must be going on. Surely we're all experiencing the same thing, but how can there be such a different reaction? Now, this is caused by two things. Either you're talking to the wrong person, in other words, your interests simply differ, and we can say that's dictated by personality. Or something else is at play. It might be that you've developed a special skill, a sensitivity and awareness that you've encoded into your brain that makes you appreciate and enjoy certain things on a much deeper and more complex level than normal. Hi, this is Escape. Stick around and I'll show you how to develop the awareness and skill of sensitivity. It will be absolutely fascinating. To do all of this, I first need to invite you to a virtual coffee tasting. You've just joined me on my virtual coffee tour, and by the end of this quick tasting, you'll have the skills to tell me which cup of coffee you prefer the most, and you'll also describe the complex flavor profiles of each cup of coffee. Unconvinced? Or maybe you're feeling confident about at least telling me which cup of coffee you prefer the most, with a second question about describing the complex flavor profiles, not so much. That question might be easier than you think, because we're gonna make it very, very simple. Firstly, we're not tasting just one cup of coffee. Our brains work a lot better when there's comparisons and trying to figure everything out from one example. It's almost like trying to guess the exact height of a tall building. Pretty odd by just looking at it, but if you compare two buildings, then it's very easy to say which one is taller. So we'll be tasting 3 cups of coffee and focusing on comparing each one. Secondly, instead of just tasting the cups of coffee once off, we're going to do multiple rounds of tasting. In each of the rounds, we'll be focusing on one of 4 distinct flavors and elements in the coffee. Again, the brain loves simplification. In your first round, we're only going to be focusing on sweetness. So that's the honey caramel or molasses flavor, and I want you to tell me which one is the most and which one is the least sweet of the 3. And you might need to clean your palate with some sips of water in between, and you might also need to go back and forth between tasting the different cups of coffee to figure it out at first. From there on, we'll go into the second, third and fourth round of tasting, repeating the same process but with different flavors in mind. So for the second round, we'll be looking at acidity. See if you can pick up a citrusy, berry, lemony or strawberry-like flavor. In the third round, we'll be looking at body. So this is how the coffee feels in your mouth. Is it rich? Is it heavy? Is it watery or smooth? And lastly, we'll be focusing on cleanliness. So does the coffee have a harsh, smoky or bitter taste that lingers in your mouth? Or does the coffee leave your taste buds feeling neutral afterwards? And that's that. That's your virtual coffee tasting. Now I can ask you which coffee you prefer, and you'll be able to tell me why. You'll have the vocabulary to express exactly what you liked in the coffee. How did your coffee tasting go? Let me know in the comments. So you know a little bit more about coffee now, but there's still a huge gap between you and an expert. No doubt the coffee aficionados are protesting at this point at the multitudes of nuances and intricacies left untouched. I'm not going to turn you into an expert in one video. That wasn't my intention. What I wanted to show you was that even though approximately 15 to 40% of the world drinks coffee on a daily basis, there's so much more to it than people think. Hopefully you've seen that paying a little bit more attention and following your curiosity can help you develop the skill of sensitivity. And this applies to almost anything, not just coffee. Through learning, you actually end up experiencing things differently from other people. And this is a large reason why there's such a disconnect between different people and the things they're passionate about. If you enjoyed this video, please watch out for the follow-up video on the neuroscience behind learning, or click on this video for more cool ideas. Please like and subscribe, it would really mean the world to me. Cheers!